reading from the 24-hour-a-day book, January the 22nd today. In the beginning, you want to get sober, but you're helpless. So you turn to a power greater than yourself. By trusting in that power, you get the strength to stop using or drinking. From then on, you want to keep sober, and that's a matter of re-educating your mind. After a while, you get so that you really enjoy simple, healthy, normal living. You really get a kick out of life without the artificial stimulus of alcohol and or drugs. Now, what's my version? What's my take on this? And I encourage you to participate. I encourage you to join in. I encourage you to ask questions, comment. I'm here for that. So I hope that everybody joins in. I remember what being at the beginning, wanting to get sober looked like. I can remember what feeling powerless looked like. I can remember what turning my life over to a higher power looked like. I can remember it all. And it really is a desperation. It really is something you have to be desperate for. And it's something that you have to want. You have to, like it says here, you have to re-educate your mind in order to stay sober. So I can remember what that re-education looked like. And what I had to be willing to do. And I can tell you I didn't like it. I didn't like having to give up, to give in, to let go of my control, to give in to the simple 12 steps of AA. To re-educate my mind with things like this. To read these simple readings, right? And recognize that I didn't need the artificial stimulus of drugs or alcohol. That was just my way of coping. That was my way of control. That was my way of staying sick, really. And I remember at the end of my addiction sitting in a jail cell and thinking, how did I get here? Not recognizing, like, I did it to myself. I did this to me. That I was the only one that I could blame. I was the only one that was responsible. I couldn't blame anyone else, even though I wanted to. I was sitting there pointing fingers at everybody else but me. It wasn't my fault. I wasn't responsible. I didn't do this. It had to be somebody else. I wasn't in control, right? But that's the furthest from the truth. I was completely in control. I was making decisions based on my need and my desire to use drugs and alcohol. And I didn't think about the repercussions of those decisions. I didn't care who I hurt. I didn't care who was in my way. I didn't care who I had to run over. I just didn't care. And trying to re-educate yourself and re-educate your mind to get to a point where you give yourself over to a higher power, in this case, in my case, Jesus Christ, and hand it over to him and submit to him, and to turn away from all of the things that I had practiced for so long, that to me was like foreign. I was like walking onto a UFO. I was like, how do I even begin to do this? Well, I can tell you that I started small. That I didn't start with the big things. I didn't start with something huge. I was able to, thankfully, find a sponsor, get an accountability partner, get entrenched into a community of people that were in recovery, and take my recovery one day, one step at a time. And slowly but surely, as I sat in some of those recovery education classes and heard about the disease of addiction, heard about what it was capable of, heard of what other people were willing to do for their addiction, I could see myself doing those things. I did some of those things. I was guilty of doing the same things that those other people were doing too. But the strength and the courage for me came from not me, not my will, not my strength, but by giving it up to Jesus, by giving up to faith, by giving in to a simple program, the 12 steps that taught me this is how you do it. This is how you walk the path of recovery. This is how you get success. These simple steps. And to me, the 12 steps and a belief or a spiritual relationship, in my case, is Jesus Christ, and I believe that that's the way to salvation. That's the way to success for all people. Is that you learn to give up control. You learn to let go. You learn to accept people, places, and things for just the way, or just the things that happen. You just learn to accept them for the way that they are, or who they are, or the mistakes that they make. Because I don't know about you, but I tend to judge people quickly without taking in the information, without taking all of the facts that I should be taking into consideration when I'm walking in Christ, right? And it's something that I try to fail at and fail better at time and time again, and continue on in my recovery journey. And as I continue to do these Real Talk Recovery live question and answer periods, and come back to you over and over again, I truly hope that people show up, they ask questions, they put their comments, send me a message directly. I'll answer anything to the best of my ability. Of course, I don't have all the answers. I never claim to. I don't claim to know everything about addiction either. I still continue to learn on a daily basis. I still continue to grow and change, but I will try my best, and I will do my best for you, for whoever contacts me, for whoever asks questions, for whoever shows up. Because I want to give you the answer. I want to help you. I want you to be like me, to find some success in recovery, to find some success in Jesus Christ, to find some success in the 12 steps in a very simple program. That's what I want for you. That's what I want for everybody watching today, is success. I want to give you a better way, a better life, one that you can't imagine. How? By showing you how to give up and give in, by letting go of control, by learning not to rely on what you or I want for myself. I can't rely on that. That's not going to get me anywhere. That's going to get me back to where I started, back to the destruction, back to the beginning. So I hope that you share this video. I hope that you like the video. I hope that you subscribe to my channel. I hope you continue to keep watching. I hope that you continue to keep showing up. I encourage everybody to share this with a loved one, with a friend, with a family member that maybe struggles with addiction, that might need to come and watch the video or get some information. Please see all the links that are in my channel. I would encourage you to go to a Firebrand Recovery. That is the new online community that myself and Josh Eisbrenner are making for everybody out there today. And I'm super, super excited about what this community can do. I'm super excited of what this can mean to the recovery world and to people that need the vital information that I learned in treatment. And I'm going to bring some of those treatment aspects to everyone out there that is able to join Firebrand Recovery Community. So I please, if you need to connect, you need somebody to talk to, you need a recovery community, you need a fellowship, you need to connect with other like-minded people like myself, I would encourage you. Josh and I have over 20 years of experience in addiction and in recovery, so I would encourage you all to check it out. So I just want to thank you so much for joining here today. I want to thank you so much for showing up. And once again, I'll see you on the next Real Talk Recovery. Thanks so much.